Hello, sixth grade. This is Miss McLean. I just wanted to explain to you the reading assignment that is in your packet. This is a choice board, and you guys have done these before, and most everything on here you are very familiar with, but I wanted to go over it with you anyways. Let me read the directions to you real quick. Choose any two squares plus the must-do number 5 square for the week of April the 6th. That's today. You can write or illustrate on paper, take a picture of your work, and email it to me. You can also type or create in Google Docs or Google Slides and share with me. If you have any questions, please contact me through email. And you can also get your parents to send me a dojo message as well. This is very, very, very simple. Most of the things on this choice board you've already done, especially number 5, which is the must do. So let me zoom in on that. Write one paragraph that discusses one way you are similar to your character and one way you are different than your character. And you must use correct grammar and punctuation. You have already done this before in an assignment for me, so this should not be anything that you are not used to. Now, I know everybody's going to be reading a different novel, and that is just fine. That's not going to be a problem at all. Whatever novel you got in your packet, that's the novel that you're going to use to complete this assignment. If you did not get a novel in your packet, then you need to contact me as soon as you watch this video and as soon as you get your packet so that I can get a novel to you. And I have talked to some of you. Some of you are using novels that you have at home, and that's fine. If you've got a book that's on your grade level and you want to use that, that's fine. Just check with me first to make sure that it's not something that's going to be way below your reading level, okay? All right. Square number 1 says find 3 examples of figurative language in your novel. Use the 3 examples and explain what the author is conveying with the figurative language. Now, if you don't know what the word conveying means, what do you need to do? I know you know the answer to that. Okay. Number 2, draw the setting of your book. What is the setting? You guys know what setting is. You can do this on paper or use Google Drawings to complete the illustration and give 2 pieces of text evidence that support your drawing. So whatever picture that you decide to draw, if you choose number 2, make sure that you can use text evidence from your novel. And if you want to quote direct sentences from your novel, you may do that. Just make sure that you use quotation marks. Number 3, what type of conflict is present in your novel? Now remember, what is conflict? Conflict is what causes the antagonist to do something against the protagonist, okay? It is the major part of the rising action. Write a paragraph that discusses the conflict, the evidence of the conflict, and how you would deal with the conflict if you were part of the story. So that takes a little bit of a twist. How would you deal with this conflict? And how, you know what, it may have changed the story. So that's a good one to choose, I think. Number 4, create a short video that gives a book review for your book. You will be able to do this on Flipgrid. I will post a Flipgrid in Google Classroom probably later on today. Include the title, the author, and the name of the main character, and at least 3 important details, and leave out the ending so other students can read the novel. Email your video to me. You can probably it'll be fine to put it in Google Classroom. Now, if you have not finished your book, then this might not be a good choice for you to use, okay? Make your novel a comic. Use the back of this page. Don't use the back of this page. Well, I guess you could. You can go ahead and use the back of this page because it doesn't have lines. But if you want to use notebook paper that has lines, I'm A-okay with that as well. To create a comic of the novel, include all parts of the plot map, including setting. Make sure the title and the author are part of the comic you develop. If you have not finished the book, develop a comic of one scene from the book and give page numbers, okay? So this one will be fine to do even if you've not finished the book. Now remember all the different parts of the plot map, okay? I'm going to put later on today an example of the plot map in your materials in Google Classroom if I haven't already. I'll have to check and see if there's one there. There might already be one there. Number 7, design a cell phone home screen for your character in your book. Now, you guys know that you always choose some creative picture or something for your home screen on your phone. So what would your character do, even if your book is set 100 years ago? Let's just pretend that they have a cell phone. And what would be their home screen? What apps would the character have? Now, that's where you can get really creative, especially if your book was set in the past, a long, long time ago. What would the picture be? And you must include 4 apps and 1 picture of this. So that's a pretty good one if you feel like being creative. Number 8, what is one thing you would like to know about the character that the author does not include? Now, there's been a couple of times that you guys have asked me questions about Ghost. What would he be like, or what's going on, or how long is his dad in prison? And we don't know a lot of these things, and so those would be good questions that you might want the answer to that the author's not given you yet. Make a quick video that includes what you'd like to know about the character and why you'd like to know that, and email your video to me. And once again, you don't have to email it. You can drop it into Google Classroom. And the last one says, create a visual representation of a character in your book. Think of internal and external traits, hobbies, desires, etc. that describe them at the beginning. Do this again to describe them at the end. How has the character changed? Now, we have talked about that all through the books that you guys have read and all through the books that I have read in the interactive read-alouds. Think about Parvana. What was she like at the beginning of that book, Breadwinner? How did she change throughout the book, and what was she like at the end? Her character went through a multitude of changes. So this is going to be a good one to use for a book that you have finished. But once again, if you have any questions about anything, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can contact me through Google Classroom. You can do it just regular email, or you can get your parents to contact me through Dojo. And another thing, if you guys don't have if you don't have your markers with you and you want to do some of these, one of these activities that requires you to color or draw or something, let me know and we'll figure out a way to get either some crayons to you or some markers or something of that sort, okay? Again, I miss y'all terribly. We will get together at some point tomorrow to talk about this assignment and see if you have any questions or if you've come across some stumbling blocks. But in the meantime, please stay healthy, keep your distance, and wash those hands. I love y'all.